Hey guys, going to go over this video from CNBC here for Tom Lee on Tesla, as well as our latest price targets here, the last 6 being a buy recommendation. There's no new updates as of recently, unless you haven't watched this video. We got Morgan Stanley, Piper Sandler, Cantor, RBC, Canaccord, Mizuho buy price targets, right? And then insider buying over selling. And then we'll go ahead and play this clip here from CNBC.
So what would you be buying right now?
Well, to us, I think Exhibit A for a V-shaped recovery is going to be Tesla because it's really been one of the most controversial stocks, and it's been caught in that sort of political maelstrom of Doge and Elon Musk's involvement in the White House. And I think it's already recovered more than 15%. But I think if Tesla is leading us into this bounce, that's a bull case for Mag 7 to be the group to own in the next few months.
So you like Mag 7, even though we've been talking about things like cash burn at Microsoft and all of the CapEx investments and worries about a bubble in AI spending?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, it's been a self-amplifying downturn, right? Because we've been worried about AI as a bubble and the CoreWeave IPO at a time when we have tariff uncertainty. So I could see it as a very convenient reason why investors have actually avoided Mag 7, and it's been the group that kind of really led the downturn. But it is a cyclical trade too, because I think once investor confidence returns and they're going to start to buy stocks, the Mag 7 are not only the best companies, but they're the most liquid and they've really derated. On top of that, I think, financials and industrials look attractive as well.
What do you think it takes to see that reversal in sentiment? And we talk so much about when sentiment gets negative enough, it becomes a contrarian buy signal. So if we're there now, then what are going to be the catalysts to start to shift that confidence again?
Well, I think the focus right now is on April 2. So I think the market has a lot of myopia around getting tariffs and tariff clarity. But we know that tariffs are just one part of the administration's goal. There is reducing regulatory cost, and then there is extending tax cuts. I think as investors start to think about that for the rest of the year, that gets them quite excited. And of course, I think we have a lot of what I would call spooled energy. Investors can't stay this bearish. The VIX can't stay this anxious. There is a lot of firepower and dry powder on the sidelines. And I think businesses can't stay cautious forever. I mean, once they know the ground rules, I think they're going to actually start making decisions.
All right, so there you have it from Tom Lee there. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Webull chart now and show you Tesla stock. From our current price here, we are currently at 273 in the after hours as of March 27th, 2025. Tom Lee mentioned 330, by the way, is going to be a resistance level to watch out for. And if we can break above 330, he says keep an eye out for 488. 488 is going to be the all-time high for Tesla stock. And this V-shaped recovery for Tesla, he calls Exhibit A. He believes Tesla stock here is going to be testing 330 going into 488. And so for the first priced here at 330, it is going to be right around a 15% move towards the upside from current prices, followed by 488, which is going to be about 70% move towards the top side there. So during this massive dip here, this is in my opinion, buying opportunity. I mentioned before, if Tesla does dip down below 272, that I think this is a really good buy. Personally, I would be buying below 272 down into 250. And if we do break below 250, I would then add in a bigger position for Tesla stock. That's just what I would be doing. I'm not forcing anyone what to do. And again, between 272 and 250, I think is also a pretty attractive price. Now, I wouldn't mind dollar cost averaging right now at 273. It is pretty close to that 272 level I'm looking for. I think dollar cost averaging small positions at a time while it's below 313 wouldn't be a bad idea. And again, I would look to load in more below 272 and especially below 250. What am I personally looking forward? I am looking for the all-time high as well. And I mentioned this before. Tom Lee mentioned it as the past few days. I mentioned it during the last 2 weeks that I think the all-time high is going to be tested at 488. Now again, it sounds a lot easier. It's more said than done. I think right now, while we're below the middle Bollinger Band here on the daily chart, I think it's a really good entry as well. And that middle Bollinger Band for the daily chart for Tesla is at 282. So anything below 282, I think is a really good buy as well. What I would be doing again, just dollar cost averaging each week. Look to see if we can break above that 330 mark within the next month or two. And once we get that reversal all the way back up above the upper Bollinger Band, we could potentially see that 488 level that Tom Lee was talking about. Okay. Let me know what you guys are thinking about for Tesla stock. Are you long-term on Tesla stock? Are you just riding the short-term momentum? Or if you think it's a short-term momentum, do you think this is just going to be a quick swing trade idea for you? Or are you also day trading Tesla stock? For those of you that are long-term on Tesla and want more due diligence, sharing questions or opinions, you can answer other people's questions or ask questions if you need in our Discord. Link down below in the description. We have over 32,000 people there. Public chat and Tesla chat available there as well. If you are looking for our live entries and exits on stocks and options for multiple analysts, we did call out Tesla before it ran up to even 488. I mentioned it even on YouTube. Right around 170, 180 was a really good entry down here, and then we rode it all the way to 488, right? But of course, not buying the top or selling the top there. If you need, feel free to join our Patreon, link down below in the description. Currently 90% off permanent discount as we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for Tesla stock.